Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today I wanted to quickly show how to start up this classic 1978 Peugeot 103 moped. So this moped, it's a great vintage retro moped and it's over 40 years old, but it still runs great. And I wanted to just quickly show how to get it up and running, both for my own future notes as well as in the hopes that it might help anyone else that's got an older moped and just wants to get it running. So the first thing that we're going to do is let's walk around to this side just so you can see a little bit better. We're going to want to get this guy up on its kickstand. So what you're going to do is obviously put down the kickstand and then just shove it backwards so it comes up and sits on the kickstand. And what that's going to allow us to do is it's going to allow the rear wheel to basically be off the ground and a little bit quote-unquote free spinning. Okay, so the next thing we're going to want to do is obviously make sure that you've got gas, and this is not just plain old gas, right? For these older motors, right, a lot of these two-strokes, you actually need to mix it with oil. So again, read the instructions here. In this case, here's the proportions of the mix that I need to mix oil and gas together, and then make sure that you've got sufficient fuel in the tank to get started, okay? Once that's done, the next thing you're going to want to do is we're actually going to want to turn on the fuel. So coming down here to the bottom of the fuel tank, there's this fuel shutoff valve right here. So in my case, when it is sort of in this orientation, it's not actually even horizontal, but this is in the off position. So I'm going to want to turn this thing 90 degrees down. So now fuel is on and it will be able to flow from the tank and further down into the carburetor here. Okay, so we've got that on. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to want to come up to the handlebar, and on this side there's an engine start stop. I think you can kind of see it right there. So we're going to want to flip this to the run position. So in this case I'm going to flip this down. Whoops, down. There we go. Now it's in the run position, okay? And then next, I'm going to just show you real quick before I put the camera somewhere else, but here's the choke. So we're going to want to pull in the choke as we try to get this guy started, okay? So I'm going to pull in the choke while simultaneously giving it a little bit of gas here, and we're going to pedal. So let's give that a try. All right, so now here comes the fun part of getting it started. So again, we're going to hold in the choke, give it a little bit of gas. I've seen some people try to sit here and pull the pedal up and kickstart this, but boy, that takes a long time, especially with a cold engine. So what I'm going to instead do, and this I've discovered this seems to work a little bit better, is just again hold the choke down, give it a little bit of gas, and now we're going to sit on the moped and you're going to lean forward so that the rear wheel stays off the ground, because obviously if you lean back the rear wheel is going to contact the ground. So I want to lean forward, and then all you're going to do here is you're going to stand up and pedal like crazy to get it going. So again, let's go. There he goes. There it goes, started. So I would hold the choke in a little bit, again, let the engine warm up a little bit, but I think if we were to let it, give it some throttle, let me see, you can see the wheels go. Yeah. All right, let me try to slack off the throttle, the choke. There we go, and I think we're started. So now at this point, since the throttle is low, the centripetal clutch is not engaged, we can just pop this guy off the kickstand. There you go, and I think we're ready to go. So obviously to get going, you're gonna have to pedal a little bit to get started initially, but you give it enough gas and I think you'll be on your way. So there you go, that's it. I hope this was helpful. I'll talk with you later.